Okay, so previous class I just told you that when two systems are in individual thermal equilibrium with another system C, even though they are not in thermal contact, okay, still they will be having same temperature and they will be having thermal equilibrium. Now the topic is, I have already discussed what is called temperature definition conventionally, and also explained what is called heat also. Heat is nothing but heat is a form of energy in transit which flows from a body at high temperature to a body at a lower temperature. Now we'll discuss about its SI units, right? So the SI unit of heat is taken as joules. What is the SI unit of heat is joules. Generally, joule is the name of a scientist. Okay, in his honor, the SI unit of heat is given as a joules. So what is the CGS unit of heat? Generally, the CGS unit of joule is erg. When it comes to energy also, energy unit is also joule only. But here also we are talking about SI unit of heat is joules. But since it is a heat, no, it is a form of heat. It should not be measured in ergs. It has to be measured in terms of calories. Therefore, the CGS unit of heat is taken as calories. Hope you are following. So SI unit of heat is joules. CGS unit of heat is calories. Okay, so how can we define calorie? Okay, one more thing I want to tell you here. Generally, joules can also written in terms of kgs meter square by second square. Okay, joules can also be written in terms of kg meter square by second square. And CGS unit of heat is taken as calorie. Now, what is calorie definition? Just follow it on the board. So, what is a calorie? Is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius is called as calorie. Okay, once again I will repeat the definition, please follow it. Calorie is defined as the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. For example, I will take 1 gram of water. Okay, I will take 1 gram of water and I want to raise its temperature of that 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius rising. Okay, I want to raise its temperature by 1 degree Celsius. So I require some amount of heat energy. Am I right or not? So if I take 1 gram of water in a beaker or a glass jar and I want to raise its temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius rise in temperature, then I need to have some heat energy. I need to supply some heat energy. Okay, that particular amount of heat energy that I required to be supplied to 1 gram of water to raise its temperature to 1 degree Celsius is called as 1 calorie. Okay, is called as a 1 calorie. Okay, here next, it's a short form can be written as a CAL. I have written here calorie short form can be written as a CAL. Okay, so CAL is a short form of calorie. So that is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius is called as a calorie. Now there is a relation between a calorie and joules. What is the relation? The relation between calorie and joules is 1 calorie is equals to how many joules? It is 4.186 joules. 1 calorie is equals to 4.186 joules. It's a defined value. It has been founded. It has been founded experimentally. So you can write 1 calorie is equals to 4.186 joules. Next, finally, the SI unit of temperature is taken as Kelvin. It is also expressed in Kelvin and also in terms of degree Celsius. It can also express in Kelvin and also in terms of degree Celsius. So SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. So what is degree Celsius in terms of Kelvin? So 0 degree Celsius is equals to 273 kelvins. So in terms nothing but in a Celsius scale, if you take 0 degree Celsius, that must be equal to in Kelvin scale it is equals to 273. Okay, so 0 degree Celsius is equals to 273 kelvins. And there is a relation between temperature and the Celsius scale. So by taking this what is basic 0 degree Celsius equals to how many Kelvin? 273 Kelvin. We have a conversion from Celsius scale to Kelvin scale. So what is the conversion? How would you convert degree Celsius to Kelvin scale? How would you convert degree Celsius to Kelvin scale? Okay, so you see here temperature in Kelvin. Let me rub this first. So hope you understand what I am saying. Now conversion of a degree Celsius to Kelvin scale. So what is the formula is temperature in Kelvin. Temperature in Kelvin is equals to 273 plus temperature in degree Celsius. I have written here short form. Okay, let it be full form only. Degree Celsius. That means if I want temperature in terms of Kelvin scale, I need to add 273 to the temperature of degree Celsius scale. Okay, so if I want temperature in Kelvin scale, I need to convert into Celsius scale. See, I have given Celsius scale. I want to convert the Celsius scale into Kelvin scale. I need to add how much to the Celsius scale? I need to add 273 to the Celsius scale. Then the answer I will get in terms of Kelvin scale. Okay, so if I want temperature in Celsius is equals to temperature in Kelvin is K. I will take my plus 273 sent to RHS, that becomes minus 273. This is the actual formula for conversion from Celsius scale to Kelvin scale. So once again I will repeat this. Temperature in Kelvin is given by the relation conversion from Kelvin scale to Celsius scale. Temperature in Kelvin is equals to 273 plus temperature in degree Celsius, and degree Celsius is equals to K minus 273. Degree Celsius is equals to K minus 273. What is K here? K is the Kelvin scale, C is the degree Celsius, and 273 is the I told you, it is a Celsius, 0 degree Celsius will be equals to 273 Kelvins. So this is a small topic relating the SI unit of heat, its CGS unit of heat. Then what is called calorie. Then 1 calorie is equals to how many joules? 4.186 joules. Then also what is the definition of calorie I have given you on the board. Then a conversion from Celsius scale to Kelvin scale is given by the conversion formula. Temperature in Kelvin is equals to 273 plus temperature in degree Celsius. So in terms of Celsius, if I want, I have to substitute, I have to subtract Kelvin temperature minus 273. I will obtain the answer in terms of degree Celsius. Hope you understand this. Thank you very much. I'll continue the next topic in the further class. Thank you, students.